Hey Joyce, are you there? I'm really sorry to drop this news on you all of a sudden, but my sister is going to be staying with us for a while from this weekend. So, if you could help me get things ready for her before she arrives, I would really appreciate that.
Wait a second, you mean that your sister is going to be coming to stay with us this weekend?
Yeah, I actually just heard that this was happening from my mom not that long ago. I guess that Mom and my sister Beth had been talking about this for a while, but my mom never said anything to me about it. But I guess that Beth is pregnant and she wants to have the kid back home. So that's why she's coming back.
I didn't even know that your sister was pregnant. When did that happen? And why are you just finding out about all of this now?
I don't know, but I certainly didn't know that she was pregnant either. In fact, I had to kinda push Mom to give me the whole story. But she just told me that you and I should be grateful to my parents for letting us live with them even though we don't have any sons. So I just really don't know what to do at all. This is a lot to take in all at once.
I had no idea that that's how your mom felt about us living here.
I know, and I just want to say that I'm really sorry for how my family acts sometimes. But anyways, my mom hid this from us well, and now we can't really say no. So, anyways, if you could just please get ready to live with my sister for a few months, I think we'll just have to grit our teeth and bear through.
Yeah, of course. A few months isn't that bad. Besides, you must be pretty excited to get to see your sister after so long, right? Just please let me know if there's anything I can do around the house to make things easier on everyone.
Thank you so much for understanding, Joyce. I knew that you would, but I'm just sorry that my mom is always running the house like this. I just wish that she would have given us even just a little more heads up that this was going to be happening. Did you know that she wasn't even going to tell you? She demanded that I do it. I can't believe that she would really try so hard at hiding something like this from you and I. And then after all that, she can't even tell people this is happening herself.
Well, there's really not much that can be done about that now, right? Besides, I'm pretty sure that your mom just doesn't like me. I mean, I don't even think that we've said a word to each other for the past month or so.
Wait a second. You're telling me that you and my mom haven't talked at all to each other in the past month?
I mean, when you're in the room, we'll maybe exchange just the bare minimum of words. But we never say anything to each other at all when it's just us in the house. In fact, your mom can't even look me in the eye. I'm sure that we basically just end up avoiding each other all day until people come back home.
And this has been going on for at least a month, if not longer? I had no idea that that's how you and my mom interacted.
Well, I just worry that your mom thinks of me as a failure. But I can't blame her. Even just last month, we went to see a doctor about why I can't get pregnant. Although I suppose I should be glad she didn't ask me about how it went.
Oh, come on, don't beat yourself up for that. We're still doing all that we can to try and have children. You have to stay strong and not lose heart. Don't give up, Joyce.
I know, but I also know that your mom is just always waiting for grandchildren. And we've been married 2 years now and still nothing, so I just can't blame your mom for being upset after all this.
Joyce, what are you saying? Don't talk like that. The only people who need to be concerned about you getting pregnant is you and I.
Oliver, do you really mean that?
Of course I do. You shouldn't be letting what my mom has to say on the matter affect how you feel about things. I know that we're both doing our best and even seeking treatment for this issue. So I don't think that my mom has any right to comment on us having kids at all.
Thank you so much for saying that, Oliver. That really does mean a lot to me, you know?
Well, I wanted to ask you how you feel about taking a break on the treatments while my sister is here. I know that they can be rough on you and leave you pretty tired. Maybe we can just take a break on trying for a while? After all, it's probably not to work if we're always stressing your body out.
Actually, now that you say that, the doctor did ask if I wouldn't consider taking a break from the treatment as well. He said that it would help my body settle down and de-stress a little bit for the future. I guess he had a lot of success with patients by trying this method out.
Great, then it's settled. We'll take a break and stop worrying about trying for kids for a while. And I just want you to know that my mom and I are going to handle taking care of my sister, so don't worry about anything. I don't want you having to deal with any undue stress.
Hey, Joyce, what is the matter with you, huh? I am looking through these maternity photos that I asked you to take of me, and they all look like crap. How do you expect me to be able to post any of these to Instagram, huh? I thought you used to have your own photo studio before you married my brother, right? That's the whole reason why I hired you in the first place. But when I had my studio, I also worked with a lot of expensive and specialized equipment to get those photos you saw. I think for what I was working with that the photos actually turned out really well. Whatever. These photos aren't as good as I thought they would be, but what else can I expect from someone as useless as you? I shouldn't have asked a broken woman like you to help me with something like this. Excuse me? And just what is that supposed to mean? I mean that you're so useless you can't even take good photos of me, but you probably just can't do it because I'm pregnant and you're not. You're just useless, and I know from my mom that you can't have any kids. So that's why you can't take any good pictures of pregnant women either. I really don't think that one has anything at all to do with the other, and I think you looked great in those photos. So I think you should apologize for your mean comments towards me. I haven't done anything rude to you to merit being talked to like that. Oh, just shut up, you barren old cow. I know that you've been getting treatment for your infertility for the past 2 years. And yet even then you still can't have a child. You're just a broken woman who can't even perform her basic biological functions. But that isn't true. That's not even close to what the doctors told me. They performed lots of tests on me and said that my body is perfectly capable of having a baby with the right support. And yet you're still not pregnant after all this time. Sounds to me like the doctor was just too polite to tell you the truth like I just did. Shut up, you don't know what you're talking about at all. Oh, come on. You really think I can't tell that you're jealous of me for being pregnant? It's obvious from these terrible photos you took. If you weren't so insecure about it, I'm sure that you could have managed to take actually decent photos. But I should have known better than to ask you anyways. And just what makes you think that I'm jealous of you just because you're pregnant? I don't have any kind of jealousy or resentment towards you at all. In fact, I'm happy that you're going to have a kid. Oh man, are you just trying to lie to me, or is this how you try to fool yourself as well? You can't have a kid, and you know it. Besides, you don't know that kids choose their parents. So if you're not pregnant by now, it's because no child wants to have you as their mother. Are you out of your mind? Now you're just being ridiculous. I don't care what someone like you has to say to me. Just retake the pictures of me, got it? And make sure to actually take them well this time. And of course, I won't be paying for this session either since we're family. I assume you don't have anything to say to that, yes?
Hey Joyce, I really am so sorry for the way that my sister was talking to you. I mean, to think that she would just ask you to take those photos and then refuse to pay you.
No, it's okay, Oliver. I actually had a lot of fun picking up a camera again. It had been so long that I didn't even mind not being paid. But I guess Beth had some worries about how they would play on her social media, and so that's why she had me redo them.
Well, I really don't think their poor performance online had to do with the quality of the photo. Did you know that when she posted them, she captioned them with, "As taken by my barren, childless sister-in-law"?
She did what? Did she really post those pictures with that caption?
Yeah, and that was all she had to say about you. She didn't say anything nice or gracious, just insulted you. So I don't think it was the photos prompting people to avoid interacting with those posts.
But who in the world would post something that makes themselves look that bad?
I know, right? Then she went on to say in another post that her whole coming back home to give birth was being ruined because you were there. She was writing about how jealous you're acting and how it's making things very difficult for her. I guess maybe she forgot that I also follow her and would see all these posts that she's making.
Wow, I can't believe that she would actually write all of that. It's so much.
I know. And I know that I was the one to ask you to deal with my sister for the time being, but at this rate, I think I'm the one that's going to snap. So, I'm sorry to spring this question on you so suddenly, but what do you think of moving out with me?
Oliver, are you sure about this? You really want to move out of your mom's house?
I just can't stand being in a house where you get treated this way. In fact, I was actually offered a job at my company's HQ.
You mean that they're finally giving you that promotion that you've had your eyes on for all this time?
Well, I guess I just say how hard you were trying when it came to having kids, so that helped push me to want to work harder. And I guess now that all that hard work is paying off, and that's why I was offered this new position.
Oliver, that's amazing! Congratulations, you made this happen!
Well, not only that, but there are quite a few transfers from my division to HQ, so I actually know quite a few people there already. In fact, one of the people over there now actually had a similar problem as us, and now he has 3 kids. He told me that if we move out there, he has a great doctor who he could introduce us to.
That would be amazing.
Apparently, the medical facilities out there are just leagues beyond what we could find in this state. So I think that's a lot of good reasons to move. But for now, let's keep you off the treatments so that when you start again, it'll be a fresh start in a new place.
That sounds perfect, Oliver. I'm so happy that this is happening.
Perfect. Well, let's try and get our bags packed and ready as soon as we can. I don't want to make you spend another second in this house.
Thank you so much, Oliver, but there are still some things that I need to wrap up here. So you go ahead and start moving and I'll catch up to you when I can.
Wait, what? What do you mean you still have things to wrap up here?
Well, we can't just leave your mom to take care of your sister when she's about to give birth. After all, your dad is practically bedridden and your mom is always complaining about some part of her body hurting. So if you leave, then I'll be the only one here capable of giving your sister the help that she needs.
You mean the reason you want to stay behind is all to help my sister?
I know that I may have problems with the mother, but I can't just risk leaving the baby to your parents and sister until it's out safe and sound.
Joyce, I don't know what to say. That's just incredible.
But I'm really happy that you've got this promotion and that we're going to move out. But I just need to finish my duties around here first. Then we can move away and live together in a new place and start a new chapter of our lives together.
Yes, of course. Just please remember to take care of yourself and don't push yourself too hard.
Beth, why did you lock me out of the house? Let me back in right now. Oh, just shut up already. Don't you know that you're not wanted around here? I know that you've already driven my brother to abandon you. So I don't know why you think that you can stay in this house with my parents and I. I'm just glad that my brother was smart enough to leave you before you had kids. But now there's no one here to protect you, and you don't have a place in this family anymore. And since you haven't had any kids either, there's no point in keeping you around at all. So why don't you just beat it? That's really the reason why you've locked me out of the house? Don't you realize that without your brother around, I'm all that you have, really? How are you going to have a safe home birth with just your parents around? Are you trying to tell me that you're staying at home for my sake? Well, if that's the case, then I don't need you. You probably just screw up or get me and my baby sick somehow. I don't want you anywhere near me when it's time for me to have my baby. Do you understand me? You think that I'm going to get you sick? How would that work? Oh, please, you don't think I don't know that this fertility problem of yours isn't just a symptom of something much bigger? I'm sure you have some kind of horrible disease, and it's just a matter of time until you spread it to other people in this house. Are you even reading what you're typing to me at this point? I know it's true because my mom told me so. She told me that we can't keep someone like you around any longer, so why don't you do us all a favor and go? Are you sure about this? Because if this is really what you want, I have no problem going. After all, Oliver only left because he was promoted to a new office, and so we're having to move. So after I leave, we are never coming back again. I'm really not sure what you're going to do since Oliver and I were paying for the utilities around here. What are you talking about? You mean my brother finally got promoted at work? That's right, and then he suggested that he and I move out of here, but I told him I would stay behind to make sure you had your child safely. But since you seem to think I'm some disease-ridden ball of germs, I'll just take my leave. Are you telling me that my brother didn't decide to finally leave you? That's right, your brother and I are still together and very much in love. But that can't be right. I didn't know that was what was going on. Well, it is. Good luck having the kid with just your parents there to help. And getting driven to your appointments and getting driven back, all of the things that I was doing for you. You think my parents are really that useless? That shows what you know. They'll be able to help me out just fine, so go, leave, and never ever come back. Okay then, just don't say I didn't warn you. A few weeks after that, Beth sent me distressed messages begging for Oliver and I to go back and help her with her birth. Apparently, she didn't know that both her parents had already given up their driver's licenses in their old age and were incapable of driving her where she needed to go. Last I heard, she had to take a taxi to drive her all the way to the hospital when she realized her parents were also completely unprepared for a home birth as well. She was really in bad shape by the time she reached the hospital. After she managed to safely have her child, the doctors scolded her on not having been more prepared to have her child. Beth tried calling her husband to come and pick her up from the hospital, but he wasn't answering his phone and had apparently fled the country. Now Beth lives at home with her parents, who take care of the baby as best they can, while Beth goes out and works to try and support all four of them. As for Oliver and I, we've been enjoying our new lives in a new city and blocked all of his family so we would never be dragged into their drama again. I met with the doctor recommended by Oliver's colleague and feel like the tension that may have kept me getting pregnant for so long has finally been relieved.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey sis, you know I would have expected you to find a purpose in life for now. But coins? Who owns a whole social media account about their coin collection? Can you elaborate on how that's possibly any fun to you? You're like the exact person that everyone would think about if they were told to imagine an unemployed lowlife.
Seriously, Becky? I don't have time to deal with you.
You don't have time to deal with me? I have a newborn child and take care of her while simultaneously going to work and establishing my career. What do you do with your time? Sleep? Eat? Because last time I checked, you were an unemployed, single, helpless girl who had no future ahead of herself.
Whatever, just get to the point. You didn't contact me just to make fun of me, did you? And just for your information, I'm not unemployed.
What do you mean you're not unemployed? It is something to be ashamed of, but you shouldn't try to hide it from your own sister.
I'm actually not.
Mom already let me know that you never left the house. And even if you do leave the house, it's to collect your little coins, right? How can you tell me you're not unemployed?
You can't just say that I'm unemployed because I do those things. I do work just from home. And that's the lifestyle that I wanted anyways. My company started making their jobs completely online starting this month.
I told you to stop lying, Lisa. And it bugs me how you show off the nothingness with which is your life consists. So I'm gonna have to ask you to stop posting on social media from now on. In fact, I can guarantee you that absolutely no one on the surface of the planet Earth is impressed. So I'm doing you a favor by pointing this out.
Hey Mom, do you have a minute? I was wondering if I could talk about Becky.
Hey Lisa, it's been a while since you last reached out to us. How have you been? What's the matter?
Sorry, I've been really busy lately. I texted you because Becky just texted me and started talking nonsense again. She kept insisting that I was unemployed, even though I repetitively explained that I have a job. Is she okay?
Oh my.
I don't want things between us to get any worse, so could you please explain my circumstances to her so that she'll believe it and quit bothering me?
She's directly reaching out to you now? I can't believe that girl. I've actually been explaining that you aren't unemployed to her as well, but she won't just swallow that pill. She keeps insisting that you must be unemployed and therefore are less valuable of a person to her.
Why would she do that?
It seems like she's been struggling a bit with the baby lately, so she asked me if I could take care of their daughter for a while, but I said that we couldn't because you were working from home. Since I assumed that crying babies and online meetings weren't a great match, and I can't just kick you out of the house. But Becky really didn't take it that well.
Really?
Yes, she kept accusing you of lying about having a job, and that you were just making excuses to stay with us. And we kept trying to tell her that she was wrong, but she just wouldn't listen.
Wow, well, at least I know why she keeps bothering me about not having a job, I guess.
I really did try to make her understand, you know. We've had the same talk over and over again, but she just walks out of the room when I try to defend you.
I know, Mom, thanks. Becky's always been like this anyways. Always as stubborn as a rock, even if she knows that she's actually wrong.
Tell me about it. She's been telling me to come over to her house and take care of her baby. If I can't, open the house for her. And that I'm just taking care of you and stalling for you because you're the favorite child.
What's the issue that she's having with her child anyways?
You know how Becky absolutely loves working. Well, she hasn't been able to commit herself as much as she used to because she needs to take care of her baby. I think she's been getting really stressed about not being able to have that satisfaction.
How does that justify her kicking me out? I mean, I understand that she's going through a lot right now with work and raising a child, but she can't just get after you or me for not taking her place whenever she feels like she wants to commit herself to something else. She should have taken into account that she wouldn't be able to apply herself as much towards work when she decided to have a child.
That's what I've been saying.
She shouldn't have had an affair with a married man in the first place. I mean, the news was all over the neighborhood when everyone found out that the two had a thing going on. I'm sure things would have been a lot better if she had had the help of a husband. But she clearly stated that she would take care of everything by herself when she first got pregnant and pushed us away when we were worried for her. And now she has the audacity to ask for your help?
I can't blame her for that, honey. You don't understand how difficult it is to raise a child until you have one of your own. She probably never expected it to be this demanding of a job.
She should just put aside her pride and say that she needs our help. It's not okay for her to just act like it's part of your responsibility to help her. Ugh, she annoys me so much. And now she's saying all these things about me for no reason?
Please calm down. I know how you feel. But it really does look like she's struggling with balancing everything. And I, as a mother, can't just act like nothing's happening. So me and your father have decided that we're going to go check on her later this month and see how she's doing.
Both you and Dad are being too nice. Becky said that she would do everything on her own, and you should make her live up to those words. Helping her is just going to promote more of this nonsense.
It'll be fine. Don't worry. And I'll try and talk to her about your work again, so that she understands the situation better. Thanks for getting mad at her for us, Lisa. Are you starting to get worried, sis? That your mommy and daddy haven't come home by this time? I mean, who's going to be there to baby you now, right?
They still haven't come back since they left to see you at your house. They're still with you?
Yes, they're still with me. In fact, they'll continue to be with me from now on. Mom and Dad will be living with me at my house from today and on. Therefore, they won't be coming back to that old house that you're in right now.
What do you mean?
Can you pack up their things and send them over? They'll need their things by the end of tomorrow, so make sure to meet that deadline. I'll send my address later.
You wait a minute. What do you mean they're going to live with you from now on? Why would they abandon their whole house out of nowhere to live with you?
Because I said so. Mom and Dad will be officially mine from now on. And they're going to support my work life while helping me raise my child.
What?
I asked them to take care of the baby for the whole day today. And I honestly hadn't seen them look so happy in a long time. Because, let's be honest, do you think that they would really enjoy taking care of their unemployed low-life daughter or their adorable grandchild? So I have decided that it's best for them as well to continue living with me and my baby, instead of with you and your nonsense.
You can't just say that and make them leave.
Even my daughter loves the idea. She's absolutely in love with her grandparents. It's adorable. And I'm sure our parents are happy that they won't have to deal with your unemployed self anymore. It's just better for everyone other than you, for Mom and Dad to move in with us.
So you're going to kidnap them out of nowhere. We all know that you're just trying to make our parents raise your kids for you. Even though all of this is your own fault, and you even said that you would raise the child on your own after you first got pregnant. If you want help, then why don't you just say so instead of shaming me to justify your nonsense? Don't force your issues onto Mom and Dad.
I'm not forcing anything onto them. And you're in no place to be talking about forcing issues onto Mom and Dad. You're already in your 20s, and you're still making them raise you like a baby. You don't have to get so worked up because your source of income is gone now. Just find a job.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not unemployed. Hasn't Mom also explained this to you over and over again?
Shut up! Don't talk back to me. Someone like you who does no good to society doesn't get to talk to me, a valued member of society. Your days of sucking up to Mom and Dad are over. If you still don't want to work, then do it at your own risk. By the way, Mom and Dad are never going to see you again, so don't expect them to come back and save you.
What do you mean?
It seems like Mom and Dad were building up some serious frustration toward you for a while now. I asked them if they wanted to live with me from then and on, and they themselves suggested that they cut any ties with you from now on.
Why on earth would they do that?
What do you not get at this point? It seems like the only realistic choice to me if your daughter isn't willing to get a job and wants to stay at your house and live off of your money. It's just better for everything to make the hard choice of abandoning them. Maybe this way, you'll finally take responsibility for yourself.
Sorry, but you're the one who's going to live alone from now on.
What?
Why don't you try asking Mom and Dad again and listen more closely? I'm sure that you'll hear that they meant you when they were talking about cutting all ties.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm saying that you're misunderstanding what Mom and Dad are saying. I'm sure they said they're going to cut all ties, but they never said with me.
What?
So go ask her who she really means, because it's definitely not me. And they'll tell you that they intend to cut all relations with you.
What? Why would they say that to me? Unlike you, I can actually provide for myself and even help them out, somewhat. There's no point in doing that to me.
But it seems that they've already made up their mind about the idea.
Huh?
Yeah, I got a call from Mom during lunch today. She said that she was going to disown you as your daughter.
Why would she say that?
She also sent me a picture of the atrocious sight of your house. How can you bear to stay sane while living in an environment like that? There wasn't even room to take a step with so much trash on the floor. And I can't believe that you're trying to raise a small child in a house like that.
Shut up! You wouldn't understand how difficult it is to manage to raise a child while working at the same time. I'm doing both at the same time. How could you possibly expect me to clean the house on top of that?
So you have the privilege to treat your own parents like your maids? Because I heard you told your parents you went out of their way to go check on you, to clean the house for you before even saying hi. And when they finished with that, you ordered them to cook for you, and then take care of the baby for you, and do the laundry for you, right? I mean, who in their right mind wouldn't become furious after being treated like that?
What?
Mom and Dad were really worried about you at first. I mean, I told them that it was all their own fault so they didn't have to help. But they were too caring to see you struggle on your own, so they wanted to come see you. But guess what you did to their kindness? You didn't even bother to thank them and treated them like your maids. It seemed like Mom and Dad were really sad about how they were treated by you. They told me that their will to help you was completely gone after that. And just an hour ago, I received a text that said that they were cutting all ties with you. They said it would be better off for you to not have anyone to rely on.
You're lying. Mom and Dad would never throw me away like that.
Well, they sent a message to me saying that they would. They also said that you keep making excuses and wouldn't let them leave your house. So I'm going to go over there and pick them up.
What?
You're crazy. Who locks their own parents out of their house like that? Mom and Dad are choosing to live with me in their house.
Stop lying. Why would they leave me and my daughter to be with you? I'm even offering to pay them a monthly allowance if they stay with us. I have a pretty good position at my workplace, so I get paid a lot. I'm offering $2,000 each. Why would they leave?
Because they care more about how they themselves feel about helping you than money. No matter how many dollar bills you stack in front of them, they won't give in because they know that they don't want to help you out anymore.
That makes no sense.
It makes a lot of sense when you think about it, actually. You never truly asked them for help, and you never thanked them when they did offer for help. You just acted like they were some maids of yours. Why would they want to keep helping a person like that?
Shut up! It's still better than taking care of a useless daughter who can't even get a job or even leave the house. What's your annual salary? Because last time I checked, it was zero. I make $80,000 a year. Look me in the eyes and tell me that you're worth more than me. It only makes sense for them to leave their unemployed, useless daughter to move in with their elite daughter and her baby.
No, I think that it makes more sense for them to choose to live with me. I mean, given that the two of us both make a decent amount of money, why would they choose a brat with a twisted personality like you over a mature daughter who pays them monthly and also does chores around the house for them? I mean, I would want to live with the latter if I were them.
Huh? What do you mean both of us make a decent amount of money?
I've been telling you this over and over again. I am employed. I just work from home. And I make a pretty good amount of money from that work.
Huh?
Yeah, and I've been getting promoted every year for the past few years, and I've finally caught up to your salary.
What?
Yeah, I make $80,000 a year while working from home. And I give $2,000 a month to Mom and Dad.
What? You? The lazy sister who couldn't even manage to make a penny? That's impossible.
I guess I've defied the odds. I'm living proof that life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Now I manage a ton of workers who work for me. Do you remember the wife of the guy who you had an affair with? Well, she works for me now too.
What?
Yeah, I heard all about how they got divorced because of you. And that she was struggling to find a new job because she was a stay-at-home wife up until then. So I decided that it was my responsibility to take her under my wing as a victim of my sister's actions.
Wow.
You really were stupid for letting something like that happen. Imagine what the rest of the family members had to go through. But no matter how stupid you were being, we couldn't just leave you because you were family. So Mom and Dad continued to worry about you and what you were doing, and I took part of the responsibility by caring for the wife. But you disregarded all that kindness. You treated me like an unemployed piece of trash, and you treated our parents like slaves when they stepped in to help you. I guess we finally see how much of a hopeless cause you really are.
Wait, I wasn't trying to disregard anyone's care. I was just so caught up with the baby and work. I really do appreciate everyone's help.
I'm gonna go pick up Mom and Dad, so you should say your last goodbyes because you won't be seeing us again.
What?
You said at the beginning of all of this that you would take care of the whole situation on your own. So I hope you can stick with your word because no one's going to help you with anything ever again.
Hey, Lisa. Are you guys still mad at me? Or have you forgiven me?
What do you want?
I'm really on edge right now. I can't take this anymore. I don't want to throw my career out of the window, so I want to focus on work. But it's just so much effort to take care of the baby. Could I please come back to Mom and Dad's house for a while? I'm sorry about acting like I could handle everything on my own. And I'm sorry for not appreciating your help. I'll apologize for everything I've ever said or done to you guys. So please let me live with you guys.
Sorry, but I have to say no. I'm sure none of us want a stranger living in our home.
What?
Just hire a babysitter if you want to focus on work so badly. You make $80,000 a year, don't you? I'm sure you can manage to hire a babysitter for a few days a week.
Of course not. Do you even know how much it costs to hire a babysitter? It costs a bit over $3,000 a month if I ask them to stay from 9 to 5 every day. Even if I leave her at the preschool, it's going to cost well over $2,000 a month. And the $5,000 a month that I pay for the maid, and my whole salary's gone.
Then I guess you're gonna have to work extra hard, huh? Maybe it's a good idea for you to spend every penny. I'm sure it'll help you focus on your work better if there's no tomorrow if you don't.
Why would I do that? I love working, but I don't want to have $0 in the bank. I want to have fun working and get paid a lot to live a happy life with my baby.
Don't you think everyone in the world wishes for that? But the reality is that you have to pay someone to look after your kids while you're at work. And that fee is going to add up. So you're going to have to sacrifice something in order to manage that.
That's why I'm asking to come back home and live with you all. If I live there, I won't have to pay for a babysitter or a maid. I mean, of course, I'll pay our parents as thanks for helping, but I'm sure it won't reach $80,000 a year.
I'm sure you're right about that.
Look, I'm sorry for all the nonsense that I made you deal with up until now. I'll make sure to show my appreciation, and I'll apologize for everything that I've done. So please let me and my daughter move in with you guys. I swear, you won't regret it. It's going to ruin my whole career if I keep working like this. I'm on the verge of being replaced by a colleague and getting demoted at this pace.
Oh my, it must be very hard for you. Then again, I have nothing to do with that, so why should I care?
What?
What did you expect when you said we were cutting all ties with you? You can't just apologize and act like nothing happened. The real world isn't so kind.
Wait, we can still talk this out.
You're stuck in this situation because of everything you've done to yourself. You're the only person that you can blame for all of this, so good luck getting out of this on your own. Our family doesn't talk to people who spit at us when we try to help them up. See ya. I've never received any type of message from Becky ever since then. I heard that she gave up on receiving promotions and instead decided to focus on raising her child. However, it seems that she's starting to get full of herself again. She's been telling everyone that she'll only accept easy jobs because she's a single mother, and that everyone around her should help her because she has it harder than anyone else. Seems that she's lost appreciation towards her colleagues, the people who are helping her. Again. Seems that there's been a lot of talk around her bosses that she may get fired. But we'll see how things turn out for her. Not that I care.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Camille, why were you holding hands with Aiden? Oh shit, did you see us dating? What, date? Well, I think that you'll eventually find out, so it'll tell you the truth. But I'm going out with Aiden. Sorry for stealing him. Wait, what? I thought you knew because you saw us, right? He's so into me. He said that he likes me more, so he gives me a present every time we go on a date. Seriously. He's not that bad looking. I love the fact that he was top university graduate and rich. His parents own a few rental estate companies and even a condo. OMG, he is perfect. Is that the reason why you stole him from me? What's wrong with that? You were so selfish growing up and would do anything to have it your way, or get what you want. Oh, was I like that growing up? Yes. When you wanted a toy, you cried all day for about 3 days and annoyed Mom and Dad when they ended up buying it for you finally. Also, when you were replaced from the starting lineup for your softball team, you messed up the locker room. You only think about yourself, huh? Don't you think about the other person's feelings? Don't you think that I'm a genius to think about those things, though? I'm sorry, but this is me. Your attitude is disgusting, Camille. You never apologize, do you? Oh, do you want me to apologize to you now? If I do, will you forgive me? I don't need an apology from someone like you. You know what? I'm wasting my time talking to you, so I'll ask Aiden about this. A moment later. Hi, Aiden. Seems like you're going out with my sister Camille. Do you want to talk about it?
What?
Since when? Are you going to stay with her? Because if you do, I don't want to share. Just, ew.
Wait, when did you hear about this? Why would Camille tell you about this?
I'm the one asking you a question now, so all you need to do is answer me, okay? What's up with you dating my sister? You're my boyfriend. Are you serious? You're probably the only idiot who would do something like this.
Are you making fun of me?
It's true though, right? Can't believe you would do something so gross.
Do you think a person who graduated from a low-level college like you can make fun of me?
Excuse me?
It's just cheating, for God's sakes. Why are you making such a fuss about it? Let me tell you something. You should know that it's your fault that I cheated, okay?
Why are you attacking me?
Just shut up, okay? Don't act cocky just because you're doing well at work. Okay, you know what? I'll split everything out. We have been going out since last year, and yeah, I'm planning to stay with her. You are not the one for me. Here, I answered your question.
So you're gonna dump me?
Exactly. I don't need a whore like you who butters up to the boss.
Butter up? Me?
Yes, even though I'm a top university graduate, I know why you were the boss's favourite. Also, I should have been the leader for the large-scale project last month. Why you? Why are you in the spotlight instead of me?
Okay, first of all, I did not butter up to the boss. My achievement and my effort took me there.
What's with the attitude? You saying that I didn't try hard enough?
Yes. You make other people do small projects for you because you think that it's for low-level people. Also, you blame others when you're the one who makes mistakes. Do you think that someone like you is going to be a good leader?
Just because you're the boss's favourite doesn't mean that you can say anything to me. You can just admit, you know.
Didn't I just tell you that I didn't do anything?
That's why I decided to go out with your sister, okay? You were cocky and even lie.
Okay, you know what? You're wasting my time also, so I have no problem breaking up with you.
Wow, you're such a bitch until the end. Why don't you admit and apologize to me about buttering up to the boss? If you do, then I can think about dating you again.
I didn't do anything to apologize for. Plus, I'm done, so have a good life. We're just going to be co-workers starting tomorrow. 6 months later. April, why are you at our wedding? I didn't invite you. Aiden invited me. What? I just asked him and he said that he didn't. Why are you lying? Can't believe you have the nerve to come to our wedding. Is there a reason why? Oh, let me guess. Did you want to get back with him? It's a waste of time, you know. You're joking, right? I would never want to take him back. Then what the hell do you want? Did you come to celebrate us? Thank you, but you're not invited, so get the fuck out. Okay, then. Bye. I forgot to say this before, but before you leave, make sure to give us the wedding gift money, okay? We'll do that because I'm here as Aiden's boss. What? Boss? You? Yep. Are you okay to kick me out, though? I was asked to give a wedding speech. Wait, hold on. What do you mean you're Aiden's boss? I actually became a boss recently, and it's the company's rule to attend our subordinate's wedding, so that's why I'm here. You're joking, right? That's not possible because you guys work at different companies. Oh, I never told you that I changed my job to the company where Aiden works at. Seriously? My boss before was very terrible because I had to work overtime almost every day and I was unpaid. We could only see each other once a month, so I complained about it to Aiden and he told me to come to his company because there was no overtime. Plus, we'd be able to see each other whenever we want to. I can't believe this! I think he asked me because he wanted someone to do his job for him. Come to think of it, he made me do all of his work, but thanks to him, I was able to become the boss. What? I didn't want to come to the wedding today, but I'm the boss, so here I am. But didn't expect to be kicked out. It's fine with me because I don't need to waste my time. I wish you both the best. Wait, you're not making this up, right? Working at the same company? Aiden's boss? I'm so confused. Take a deep breath and collect your thoughts, okay? Are you worried that your company will know about this and give you the cold shoulder? Don't worry about it. I'll keep it private. 10 minutes later.
April, are you serious? You're my boss. How? When?
Didn't you know about this? The company should have put up a notice last month.
I don't care about who goes to what department, so I didn't look at it.
Isn't it common sense for you to look at it if you work there?
Shut up and answer my question. Why the hell are you my boss? I should be the one because I worked here long. Plus, I work so hard.
Just want to tell you that your results matter. So that's why I was chosen, because of my achievements and my effort.
Excuse me? Are you saying that I didn't do anything?
Exactly. You choose what job you want to do and what you don't want to do, and also blame others for your mistakes. You're turning into a jackass since you broke up with me. I heard you judge people based on which college they went to and make fun of people who go to low-level colleges. Who the hell will choose you as a leader?
What did you say?
You should think about what you say. If you keep on doing that, your subordinates might get past you.
Damn, I don't believe this. Oh, so that's why you were ordering me around recently.
You really didn't know about this, huh?
No, this is bullshit. I don't want you as my boss, so I'm going to change my job.
I have no problems with that, but do you have somewhere to go? I heard it's a pretty hard time to change jobs.
I thought that you would ask me that, but don't worry. That's why I'm going to marry Camille. Do you know that she works at a big company? Even though it's a different job for me, I can use her to work there.
Really? That's good to hear.
I hated the company anyways, because I was never asked to become the leader. I think it's just jealousy, though.
No one is jealous of you.
The company is shit, and I'm pretty sure it won't last long, so before that happens, I will quit after the wedding and work at Camille's company. Oh my god, what if I become the leader there?
Sorry to break it to you, but Camille works part-time.
What?
You're thinking about working at her company, but she can't do anything, you know. I think you need to do an interview and take a test to get in.
What the hell are you talking about? She's working full-time.
No, she's not. She's actually never worked full-time since she graduated college.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you didn't know about this? Also, just wanted to tell you that her goal in life is to find a random job and marry whoever.
Wait, she told my parents that she works full-time since college and is a full-time worker now, so my parents were happy and accepted the marriage.
Just a word of advice, she'll do anything to get what she wants, so you should talk to her about things. It'll suck to know the truth after marrying her.
What truth?
You'll see. Anyways, if you're deciding to quit the company, make sure to let me know early, okay? 3 hours later. OMG, what should I do? He found out the truth. He found out that I lied to him about working full-time because I wanted to marry him. Why would you lie about that? Because he graduated from a top university and he's rich. If I told him and his parents I only work part-time, there might have been a chance that they would not accept the marriage. I see. What should I do? His parents got pissed and they called off today's wedding and said that I need to pay for the cancellation fees and the alimony for marriage fraud. Of course they'll say that. You better pay them for lying. I can't! The wedding itself cost 60 grand, so there's no way that I can pay for the alimony. I need to pay almost 100 grand. It's your own fault, you know. You're my sister. Wouldn't you ask me if I need any help? Nope. Why would I help a bitch like you who stole my boyfriend? Wait, aren't we a family? Are you just going to ignore me? Yes. I don't consider you a family member. Everything you've done is all your fault, okay? No, please. You don't need to be bummed about it because you've done everything you can to get what you wanted, right? If you can't pay for it, why don't you ask your boss to see if you can work full-time? Even though it's part-time, you've worked pretty hard, right? There's no way I can talk to my boss about that. I've been ditching my job for weeks. Why? I thought I didn't need to work that much because I was going to get married. Wow, I have no words. Anyway, good luck with everything. After the incident, Camille went to her job the next day and obviously got fired as soon as she went in. She discussed the marriage with Aiden, but his answer was a capital no. She ended up having to pay 80 grand for the cancellation fee and the alimony for marriage fraud. Of course she couldn't pay for that, so she had to be in debt, which caused my parents to be fed up with her and told her not to come home until she paid it off. Aiden asked me to take him back, but I politely declined. Also, since he didn't have anywhere to go, he didn't quit the company and still works as my subordinate.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.